still hear me? Loud and clear. Yo, what's up, people? Grand Kush. See what I got up on the board. Okay, let's go over this. All right, this is coming from your big chief, Dane Calloway. We're going to do some fact checking. Okay, they be telling y'all you need primary sources, references. We're going to reference this up. Okay. 98% of African Americans are in fact native Indians and are owed millions. Okay. Now I showed you that Dane Calloway said we were called Indians, or they were called Indians, or you were called an Indian based on Christopher Columbus. He said you was an Aborigine. Okay. Aborigines are Romans. Look up the definition. Okay. I know Black people are looking to find a terminology to describe themselves to fit in with the mankind races. We're not dealing with that. We know who we are. All right, we the original. Some people on the planet have been all over the planet and civilized the mankind races with the straight hairs. Okay, with the straight hairs. Let's go. So as you see, this is not a fact at the beginning of this write-up. It's going to get worse. Okay. I'm looking for this female right here. This sister right here. All right. I want to know who she is. Who is this sister right here? Where did Dane Calloway get this image from? Okay. What tribe is this young, beautiful sister from? Okay. Is she a full-blood Indian? No, she is not. She is mixed race, African American and Native American. Okay. I don't want to hear that the American Indians are the original Negroes with the woolly hair in America. That's not true. You do your research. That's not true. Let's go in. This is a lie. The tens of millions of Black Americans, or rather Indians, who disappeared after 1492 did not all die in the Holocaust inflicted within America. That sounds dumb. Hundreds of thousands were shipped to Europe and Africa as Indian slaves. That's not correct. The whole slave trade story was given to all of us in reverse. A mass colony of Africans were not shipped from Africa to America. The truth is that Black Indians were shipped from America to Europe. They were then shipped from Spain to Africa as commodity for African resources. We need sources for this. Okay. We want sources for this. These Black Indians, now mistaken as African Americans, were shipped back to America and classified as African slaves. This part of our history is what the school systems fail to mention in history programs. Okay. So they kept that out of school system history programs. Where did Dane Calloway get it from? Okay. He doesn't give you any sources. Every European nation that colonized North America utilized Indian slaves for construction, plantations, and mining on North American continent, but more frequently in their outposts in the Caribbean and in the metropolis of Europe. Okay, so right here, you shouldn't be saying Indian slaves, because you said the Black Indians went to Europe and they came back as African slaves. So what Indian slaves are you talking about? I showed you in my last video, East Indians in America parading as American Indians prior to 1619. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the rest of this right here because we know all of this is bogus. Okay, it's going to get more bogus. references. Who are these people right here in this pic that he didn't give reference to? He didn't give any credit to. Who are these people right here? Right here at the top. Okay. Who are these people? All right. We're going to bring it back. Now check this out, right? Look what he did. He got another picture of an elder. No references. Okay. Now we know he put this elder in this write-up because of her braids. Okay. If Africans braid their hair like this, are they no longer Africans?
No, they're not.
No, they become Indians. Come on, man. Come on, man. Right? All of this is made up stuff. Now, this is the pic that I want to reference. Okay. Does anybody know who this sister is right here? Okay. Does anybody know who this sister is right here? Okay. Who was this brother right here? All right. The Cherokee war chief. Okay. Those are not African Americans. They could be full-blooded Indians, the Shoshone Indians in Dakota. None of you niggas come from Dakota. Okay. None of you niggas is from Dakota. And if you are from Dakota, you didn't originate there. Okay, here goes another picture with no references. Now, look, I will tell you, I have American Indian in my blood. Okay. I don't have full blood American Indian in my blood, but I have American Indian in my blood. There's some Africans in my blood too. Okay. We are Black Americans. All right. This brother right here on the left, that's my brother Noble Pa, who was a Nuwaubian. Okay, I know this brother personally, so I know how this brother stands. You understand what I'm saying? This brother never told me he was a full-blood Indian, but he's from Louisiana, and he gets down with the Indian tribes in Louisiana. Okay. Who is this little sister right here? But anyway, let's go back to this pic right here. Okay. My bad. This right here. All right. So Top Cats, y'all other chief, the non-legendary Top Cats, he got a book out that people are using that states on the cover, I'm not Black, I'm Indian. I'm not Black, I'm OJ. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at this sister right here. Does anybody know who this sister is? Does anybody know what tribe she comes from? For that matter, anybody on this write-up. Where do these beautiful Black people come from? Let's check it out. Okay, through research, I've come to find out that this sister right here is also an author of her own books. Okay, of her own books. And we're going to show you who this sister is. And we're going to get into some various other topics as well. That's the sister right there, Shonda Buchanan. Okay. Now, let's look at some of her books. This is the sister right here. All right. This is one of her books. Black Indian. So Dane Calloway is using the sister on his write-up to denote what full-blood Black Indians or full-blood American Indians look like, and she doesn't even describe to that. She says she is of mixed race, okay? African American or African and American Indian, right? See, Black, so there goes Legendary Top Cats is back to back. This is Legendary Top Cats right here, okay? I'm not Black, I'm Indian, okay? And then this is the sister that Dane Calloway is using on his write-ups. Boom. Now, she looked more American Indian than Legendary Top Cats. Nigga, just because you got a jacket on with Big Chief on it, don't make you a fucking American Indian. You know what I'm saying? She's really doing her thing, right? But as I showed you, that's the sister right there. Okay. She got another book. Ain't that the pic right here that Dan Calloway is using? Let's see. Boom. Uh-oh. Boom. That's Dan Calloway. Let's go back. Let's go back. There go the pic right here. Poet of Choctaw, Kahari, Cherokee, and African heritage. Okay. So if you are a Choctaw and a Cherokee, these are two different tribes. Are you mixed race? Okay. If you Choctaw and Osage, right? These are two different states where these Indians come from. Are you mixed race? If you Shawnee, right, and Creek, are you mixed race? All right. There's Shawnee blood in my family. Okay. So when it comes down to women, all right, when it comes down to women, this family right here, okay, it says Darnella Davis centered with her siblings and their parents. So this little sister right here with the black dress on, this is Darnella Davis. All right, this is 1955. Mary was Muskogee Creek, and John said he had Cherokee blood. That's the parents. Now the woman, okay, I would say, yeah, the American Indian, okay, American Indian, but also she looks African American, okay? She looks African American, right? By the way that she has groomed and beautified herself. Okay. My man on the right, John, said he was Cherokee blood. All right. This is not a full-blood American Indian. See, y'all be talking about what grandma said and the matrilineal, the matrilineal DNA, but you got to consider your father and your grandfather as well. Okay. So if your mom or your grandma or your great-grandma or your great-great-great-grandma or your great-great-great-great-grandma, if she's a full-blood, right, but has kids with a full-blood African man, the kid is no longer full-blood Indian. All right? It doesn't matter if these tribes follow the ways of the mother in classification. We're talking about genetics and blood. Say that kid who is half American Indian and half African or African American that got more African blood in that person, if that kid messes with another African American with the same type of blood, more blood in Africa than America, and they get together, Native Americans, American Indian aspect gone. The percentages is going to go down. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, you got to kind of look at the kids. The kids will kind of tell you the mixed blood, right? The kids will kind of tell you the mixed blood. Okay. It said she, although, right, because this is classifications again. So this is something that needs to go to the government, right? These conversations that niggas is having, pan-Indian versus pan-African, come on, man. That's elementary part of the game. What Black Indians need to do if they feel like they are full-blood Indians and the straight-haired are the $5 Indians, okay? You're not even talking about the white Europeans who slept with the American Indian women, and they the chiefs of all of these tribes. You look at the Cherokee chiefs from the 1800s, man, they white folks. But if you are the real American, then it needs to be a communications and conversations and paperwork traded between the Creek Nation, the Cherokee Nation, the Choctaw Nation, the Chata Nation, the Seminole Nation, and things of that nature to get them to recognize that you the real full blood. Now we talking about science. And you talking about genealogy as well. Genealogy is not what your grandma told you only. Because your grandma would have to know what her mother told her, what her mother told her, and back. And there has to be some forms of documentation hiding under, oh, but my family was classified as Black. But they really Indians. Okay, how can you really prove that? Okay, because the majority of Black people in America are not looking at Indians, okay, and saying those Indians that we see, not the real Indians, we the real Indians. Some of us have a spiritual affinity to Africa. What tribe are you from in Africa? Like they will ask you. That's one of Legendary Topcat's top questions. What tribe are you from? Nigga, what tribe are you from? And you should know that better than we know what tribe we are from in Africa if you really from a tribe. See, it wouldn't be hard to show paperwork and your documentation and your ID cards and your baptismal card and your church card. It wouldn't be hard to show that if that was you. You should want to show that because that's who you are. That's how you know these niggas is coming up with gimmicks. Right? So she had a hard time. It'll tell you in this write-up, and this is 2019, it'll tell you in this write-up, Untangling Red, White, and Black Heritage, that her parents, her people are from these nations, but they wouldn't recognize her. She had to jump through hoops. Why? Because you don't go to the powwow. You don't do powwow on Friday. You think you go to church on Sunday. If you Muslim, you go to Juma on Friday. You feel what I'm saying? You hanging around the Negroes. And that's probably why it's hard to prove that you an Indian, because you conducting yourself like a Negro who got African American ancestry. Let's go back to Shonda Buchanan, because he not giving no reference to these pictures. What do I mean? He don't know how these people feel, right? He don't know these dudes. He don't know these dudes. He don't know this family. And he's not giving you no write-up about how they feel about themselves, where they might say, we have African American and American Indian blood. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you how deep it is. Let's look at hold on. See, she all up. Here it is. Look, she's not saying she full blood. This is a landscape and legacy of Black Indians. Where does the black come from? Right? Okay. And like I said, I'm still trying to trace the picture of the other sister. But when you find a pic, let me see if I can do it right now. I don't think I can do it from here. If I can visually search. Visual search. Boom. Okay. So you got a pic of her on Blog Talk Radio. Oh, it won't let me visual search. Show you the visual search. Okay. Well, anyway, sources. Native Americans and African Americans, Pinterest, right? You got a picture of her on Blog Talk Radio, and then a picture of her on Dane Calloway's write-up pages with this. Pinterest. I'm just here to make you think. Pinterest. You know, you go on Jeremiah's Black Education. Oh, this is okay. Let's check this out right quick. Hold on. Pinterest, Cherokee woman, right? So this looks like, let's see what this is. This is a page. All right. The truth of Africa and what she looks like. African American and Cherokee. Boom. Okay. Now, I don't know what came first. Dane Calloway having it. This brother got it. He got it listed under, there's a date up there. There's a date up there. Okay. You see that? Sunday, September 13, 2015. African American Cherokee. Dane Calloway's write-up might be, he might got this brother. 2019. Look, y'all. 2019. July 2nd. Okay. This brother's write-up right here is 2015. Dane Calloway didn't start spitting until 2016. At least that's what his YouTube page says. African American and Cherokee, many freed and escaped slaves went west, where there was true freedom, and were adopted by tribes taking Native American wives. Okay, that's where that pic comes from. So this is the source. Okay, I don't know where this brother got the pic from, but he definitely not saying that this is a full blood Cherokee Indian. All right, let me go somewhere else. How deep it get? Hold on. Okay, so what's her background? We say African American, we just accept it. You can claim African American. You can say Negro. You dig what I'm saying? When you're not accepted for the mixing, you can't go to your predominant family side. You got to come over where we are and come and kick it and find some identity. You know what I'm saying? Black people in America got their own identity now. Why you need to go be an Indian? What is you gonna do with that? We got our own identity now. When it comes down to culture in America, you don't have to say Black Indians did it. Everybody follow hip hop right now. And there's other reasons why a lot of people follow bad hip hop right now. I wouldn't even call it music today hip hop, but it's our culture, man. You dig what I'm saying? Let's check her out. Rosanda. Now I told you I put you up on the East Indians being over here before the so-called African slaves in 1619. If you was always here, prove it. That's a bigger conversation. Thomas was born in Columbus, Georgia, and graduated from Benjamin Elijah Mays High School in 1989. Her father, Abdul Ali, is of Bangladeshi and Arab descent, while her mother, Ava Thomas, is African American and Native American. That's interesting. How did that happen? Okay, maybe her mom went to school or whatever, but Bangladeshi and Arab descent, them South Asians. But this is not to really go into this. This is to say right here that this is some bullshit y'all falling for. If you think you a full blood American Indian, prove it. I want to see somebody prove it. I haven't seen it yet. Right? What's up, son? What's up, son? Okay. I haven't seen it be proven yet. So all of this right here, it's got to just be information that make you think, you know, to play with your mind. Okay, because I'm gonna show you what Dan Calloway is really doing to you. Yeah, he making you think. Speed, y'all like definitions, you know. Etymology of think. Come on, what y'all think, man? Y'all out there really claiming that people that look like us as classified as African Americans as Negroes is the original Indians? You know. Now I'll say, yeah, we came here before the European colonizers and came over here and mixed in, okay, that's more of a reasonable thought to have than to just say, hey, you know, we was always here, man. I mean, they don't understand that's scientific. You can't be saying that we just beamed out of the sky. Okay, hold on. Boom. Okay, so here we go. You know, I had to fact check my shit. To think, Middle English, thinking, a convergence of two Old English verbs from the same prehistoric source, but with distinct forms and senses. Thinking, present the appearance of something, all right? Exercise the faculty of reason. To exercise the faculty of reason. Cogitate, all right? To seem, it seems to me, right? You see that? What it seems like to me. That's exactly what Dan Calloway is doing with this. Is what it seems like to him. Because he ain't got no references in this. Do you feel me? Do you dig my nigga? Let's dig. All right. The sense of say to oneself mentally. All right. Imagine, conceive in the mind, consider, meditate, remember, intend, wish, desire. Look, man, all you got to do is outthink the square. You dig what I'm saying? This is all make believe. Now, I'm not saying if you go in there, some of it is not true. Okay, but when you threw these pictures in here with no references, and you don't know how these people think, right? Because she's living, you know, what Dan Calloway can probably do is get her on his channel. Is she? Let's check that out. Yeah. I would think she's still, you know, living, doing her thing, you know. Okay. Look, AI writing on her. Okay, her memoirs gain recognition on PBS. Okay. So yeah, man, Dan Calloway, you know, he can probably have her on his show. All right. So they could reach out if they really wanted to show they had a connection and affinity to true Black Indians who saying that they mixed blood. And you know how that came about. You know, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this one. Okay, we got Dan Calloway up there, right? Okay, pages with this image. Let's see this. This is the Bismarck Tribune. Ah, you suck. It's all good. Let's get up out of here. Let's go back. 3 pages. Celtics life. Side action. Oh, I gotta reshare again. Hold on, my bad. My bad, people. Where am I at? What is this? Bing. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Back up. All right. So we got 3 pages, as you can see down at the bottom. I got this picture in it. So this Bismarck Tribune, I can't get into that. It's an actual newspaper. I got this side action. It says Kyrie Irving gets racist attack after posting picture of sitting bull. Let's see. And we got this Celtics life. It might give us a little bit. Kyrie Irving named Little Mountain by Sioux Tribe. The name just fits. Irving's sister Asia was given the name Buffalo Woman by the tribe, and Kyrie was given the name Little Mountain. This is one of the coolest happenings. Amazing that Cool is back from the 50s. I have heard about in some time, acknowledging his Sioux heritage, celebrating it, and using his celebrity status in such a positive way is simply terrific. Okay. Can't wait to scream Little Mountain whenever Kyrie does something cool this season. The naming ceremony is complete. Kyrie Irving was given the name Little Mountain. His sister Asia, okay, Asia was given the name Buffalo Woman. Okay. So let's see if we can hit this pic. I could save it, but I want to try to enlarge it. It's not enlarging on the screen. Nah, man, it's not. It's not a lot of black people in there. All right, so y'all gotta hold on. I gotta come to grips, man. You got some African in you. Y'all shaming your ancestors for real. On my thing, not getting large. I'm trying to enlarge it. All right. Y'all gotta come to grips with that, man. No matter what you call yourself, it don't really matter. Is my stuff locked? Am I locked up? Hold on. Oh, there we go. That's where I'm at. I was supposed to show you that. Okay. And I was doing this. My bad. Hold on. So do you see any, how many Kyrie Irvings and Asias do you see in that crowd? Do you dig what I'm saying? How many do you see in that crowd? So, man, we want to know the truth. You can't just be, proselyting for the Indian community. Okay, Kyrie Irving is one of the most popular athletes in the country. His dual American. Okay, Irving lived in Melbourne before relocating to the United States when he was 2 years old. He holds dual American and Australian citizenship. His mother, who was half Sioux, died of an illness when he was 4. Kyrie recently posted a pic of sitting bull on his IG. Okay. So you got Carmelo Anthony, Illuminati Congo. He got some dope music. And yeah, and let's say the comments weren't very nice. Okay. Okay, so that was the comments he got, whatever. So this is, man, listen. Okay. He can be super black, dark, super black, and blacker than as black and brown you want this man to be. It's not the original man. And if you talking about your ancestry come from that, man, shame on you. Because you really self-hating yourself. So y'all not asking scientific questions. You can't just grab it and say, hey, bam, we're going to make something up. Why is your hair woolly? Right? See, he a dark-skinned man, right? He a dark-skinned man. He a copper tone man. Or they not talking about him. They talking about y'all, us. But see, my copper skin got woolly hair, man. And what I'm saying is I see a lot of them in America. I don't see a lot of us. As far as no Indian tribe concerned, okay, let's just stop playing. Let's just stop playing, right? I'm gonna just put in there American Indians. That's what I'm talking about. Because if I put Africans in there, it's gonna show Africans. It's gonna show African Americans. Okay, I gotta put Black Indian in here to come up with us being represented as Black people. All right. So y'all digging, y'all understanding. Dark Negro means dark. East Indians are Negroes. Okay. Look, it's quite simple, man. This y'all boy too. I'm saying Negro is opposite of this. It don't matter to them. It don't matter what your hair look like. It don't matter what your Indian tribe is, nigga. They don't care where you came from in Africa, my nigga. They don't give a fuck what state you came from. Okay? They got all that mapped out already. You was mapped out when you was born in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Dan Calloway said that everybody was slaves. Nah, everybody was a product. You know, when we talk about, man, we got to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Get it up. You know, we got to get it in a bag. Man, you was first. And we talking about these conversations, man, where like with lack of respect. That's what's tripping me out today. You know, y'all talk about Trump. Dan Calloway was like, man, Trump wouldn't allow. He wouldn't allow. And I'm like, the migrant situation and things of that nature. Okay. See, like these people always been here, man. You know, they always been here. It's kind of like no different when they like, yeah, my ancestors walked on the Trail of Tears. Nah, the Trail of Tears means right here, we occupying this area, get the fuck out. Oh, we're going to make it an emotional movie and things of that nature. We want to sit back and go to the movies and watch it. Nah, get out. And some want to come back, right? It's still acceptance. You know, it's still acceptance. I'm saying, where was the Indians when this nigga was president? You see what I'm saying? Oh, it wasn't no Indians. It didn't matter if you was a motherfucking Indian. The nigga is Negroes. And all that, 98% of African Americans are indeed native Indians. Man, kill that noise, man. You know what I'm saying? This fool. Where was the black Indians then? You know. That fool right there. That's where I'm from. This is the era where I'm from. But you know what? That being said, I just wanted to freezing, you know, get into the falseness of Dane Calloway's write-up without the reference, right? You can't be Indian before you was an African. And with that, I'm out. Peace. I froze up in there.
Oh, you froze?